Guys, today we're taking a look at something you don't see every day. So the player on the left-hand side has been on my favorites list for quite a while. He just started playing around with the Light Mage recently. So if you guys don't know what the Light Mage, I don't know if it's a new unit for him or if he just never cared to play with it before. But if you guys don't know what the Light Mage does destroy HP on both the enemies and your team, and then does damage based on the destroyed HP. So he doesn't have a defense break here. We'll see how much he does with the defense break after this in the next matches. And then the Light Ryu is kind of like Alicia. He does his own attack power buff. He does a big nuke on skill 3, and then he does the same skill 2 as the Water Ryu, but he's like Alicia. He does his own attack power buff. He gets an extra turn if he kills something so that he can do the skill 2, and then skill 2 does strip and then absorb attack gauge, and really nice with additional damage artifacts, but with a big damage on his skills, because you're going to build Light Ryu with big damage anyway. You don't really need too much additional damage with the artifacts. So let's see some more. Let's see how much damage it does with some defense breaks next. We did a video previously taking a look at the Light Mage, and in that video I kind of felt like it just didn't do enough. Like, it destroys HP on both sides and then does damage based on that, but it's like, why would you use that instead of like a Lucian? Why would you use that instead of something else? It doesn't really seem like it makes the most sense. Like, you see the Dark Mage. The Dark Mage is used on a regular basis in RTA, but you really don't see too much people using the Light Mage. I know it's a new unit, so a lot of people don't have, of course, the Light Mage LD5 thing. By the way, this guy looks like he really enjoys those LD scrolls. He's got Johnny, he's got the Light Ryu, he's got he's got Nephthys, he's got the Light Mage. I'm sure we'll see some other crazy stuff. Actually, I think he might just be running a very similar comp every single time. And then that's game. As soon as the Light Monkey gets his thing off, Light Monkey's so mean. He really is. Yeah. First pick Light Mage. These are actually looking like they are in Goodwill battles, not in the actual ranked RTA. And then it has a Kraka, so you know he's been really enjoying those. I don't want to know. I don't want to see the bank statements, man. I really don't want to see just the full LD team. Okay. But why the Kraka of all things was banned? Like, he had strips and defense breaks and everything both ways. The Kraka was the one. I'm not sure why the Kraka was the ban, but yeah. Another first pick Light Mage into a Nephthys. I mean, if you have Nephthys Gianna, you can make anything look good. I'm just trying to be real, man. So Nephthys banned the AoE defense breaker. I think that was a smart ban, actually. Because then they have two strips, right? The two strips are kind of redundant, and then they have enough damage. Or they have damage, but do they have enough damage to blast through all of this? Or does Tetra does not cut in? Okay, does not kill anything. See, this is why I think the Nephthys was the right ban, because they didn't have enough damage after that. So, and then going very conservatively with the skill 2 on the Rika. They just wanted to make sure they weren't trying to like get enough dots to kill this turn. They were just trying to make sure they had the best chance. If they got the Despair on Rika, they just wanted to make sure that they had the best chance to actually CC that. So that's actually, I feel, a smart ban was the Nephthys, and that obviously led to the win. You know he's not drafting like this in like legitimate ladder matches, like legitimate ranked matches, because he's not going to pick like Light Mage and Light Striker first, especially in G3. He's going to lose his rank if he actually does that, playing around with things like that. I mean, he might still win a couple, but he would decline if this was like actual ladder matches. So actually gets a big additional turn. So I was going to say, gets a big resist on the Jogun, but also a big additional turn from Ganymede. Both of those were game-changing. So resisting a bomb from something like either Jogun or Ciara, since they are units that cycle a turn after that, after they get their skill, like the Scroll Trap or the Ciara bomb, then they have to make a judgment call of, do they want to actually use that skill, or do they want to just not use that skill? I mean, Ciara would use the skill anyway, right? Ciara would be like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. But Jogun, they might have gone the other way. So let's see what winds up. Oh, I forgot that the Nephthys skill. How do I forget this? That I have a Nephthys on one of my accounts, and I'm like, I forgot Nephthys got her skills changed. I was like, why didn't she do the silence? But you know, it's based on the debuffs, so. Yeah, so they actually still wound up coming back from this, but it was definitely not looking in their favor for a while. Next match, you know they're just going to pick the same exact comp every single... Never mind. Never mind. They're not going to pick the same exact comp every single time. They still pick the Light Mage. They still pick the Light Ryu. Bans at the Hey Gang. Bans out the Vertiheal. Vertiheal was going to be the nasty one. So, gets critical error. Does not get the Water Mage. Let's see what winds up happening here. He gets the attack gauge pushback. Do they get the stuns? They do not get the stuns. Usually she's on Despair. A lot of people... I don't really see... Have I seen anyone doing violent on Nana? I don't think so. I don't think so. See, that one does... That one's doing all... Everything fun is being done by the Light Ryu, not by the Mage. I keep forgetting her name. Her name is Dorothy. Dorothy the Light Mage. Just like Wizard of Oz. Actually, are the other ones like Wizard of Oz? Which names? Hold on. I'm trying to think now. Coco? No, I don't remember a Coco and Wizard of Oz. Okay, bans out the CR, bans out the Nephthys. Both speed leads getting banned. Let's see what winds up happening here. I'm wondering if anyone's running... Because you could definitely run the Wind Demon with Swift. I'm wondering if anyone's doing like Wind Demon Cleaves with the Wind Demon on Swift. Because you could do that. We did a video on the Wind Demon quite a while ago. We were showing him on Swift and then also as a bruiser. But yeah, two viable, very viable options for Arena. But I'm curious if anyone's doing Wind Demon on Swift for RTA. So he changes it up this time for a Tiana. Curious why he did the Tiana instead of like, because he's got the Kreka as well. So actually I'm not curious. I know why he changed it up for the Tiana instead of the Kreka. So he just wanted to make sure he was fast enough. So let's see how much damage this winds up doing here. Did a pretty decent amount of damage, but still didn't kill. Yeah, I honestly, I just feel like this compared to the Light Ryu, like the Light Ryu is just so much. Am I being a jerk when I say Light Ryu is so much more, seems so much more fun, seems so much better? Like the Dorothy just like destroys your HP on your team as well. Like if I had to choose, if there was blessings in LD Scrolls and I had to choose between a Dorothy and a Light Ryu, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna pick the Light Ryu. Next match, you guys are never gonna believe what he. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say you'll never believe what he picks, but he picked something different. So he's really just he's using the same comp, just picking that extra stripper, that second stripper instead of the Gianna, or rather in addition to the Gianna, is different units. Did he just outspeed that Gianna with a Despair Laura? That was Laura's third skill. She does not stun with her third skill. Was that Gianna not on Swift? He had a 33 speed lead, but that was a very fast Despair Laura. Next match, let's find out what the fifth stripper that not the fifth stripper, the second stripper, the fifth pick. Oh, he picks a Vertiheal. He doesn't even go. So that means he's keeping the Chiwu in if he picks the Vertiheal. So let's see what winds up happening here. That's going to be a triple revenge or a double revenge will. That's a triple revenge Vertiheal. And actually gets the revenge, right? So we see the strip, AoE strip, and then we have... This was not speed tuned like this before. So we have the defense breaker going after the damage dealer, which is exactly what you want. This was not speed tuned like this before, because we saw the Nephthys move before. I think he changed, he obviously changed runes in between this and the last one. Or this and one of the other matches that we saw, because sometimes we were seeing things, one thing getting banned out or the other thing getting banned out, or things moving like one thing getting stunned, things moving in different attack orders. But that Nephthys was definitely tuned to go, before the Dorothy. So I guess he changed things around and messed up the turn order in the meantime, or something like that possibly. That's basically it for the video. Now we're just going to see one of his actual ranked ladder matches. So we'll see how he picks here versus how he was picking in his just have some funsies play. Not the same draft. Aside from Nephthys and Gianna, not the same draft. So he's going to get turn 1. But that's it. Honestly, the gets resisted. Gets resisted. Very nice. Wow, he really needed to land that. He got one strip there. He got one strip. But yeah, as far as the Dorothy is concerned, I was more excited to see the Light Ryu than I was to see the Dorothy. She does some destroy HP on your team and the enemy's team. Her damage is not like super insane to really warrant like the fact that it's destroying your team's HP. And yeah, I just thought maybe like the last time we saw her, or the only time that we saw her, right, a long time ago, when she first came out, I was like, maybe we're not giving her enough credit. Maybe she's better than it seems. but we're seeing it here, or I mean, not here physically, right on the screen right now, but we saw it, and I don't really feel like it did anything ridiculous. I really, like, you could bring so many other things in there and do the same thing. Like, basically, we just saw him winning things because he's got good units with it, right? He got the Nephthys Gianna that he was bringing with it, and he's got good runes. That's why he was winning things. He wasn't winning anything. He didn't win anything because of Dorothy specifically. There was nothing that was like, wow, Dorothy really did a great job. It's like, no. Dorothy was irrelevant in all of those matches, I feel. So, anyway, this match, man, he got so unlucky. That beginning, just not landing any of the strips. Jeez, man. That beginning not landing any of the strips was absolutely brutal. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm crazy? You guys think I'm like, no, Bagel, obviously Dorothy. You guys can't possibly think Dorothy is like amazing unit after watching that. You're like, like Dorothy, it's whatever. Anyway, that's it for this one. See you guys always in the next one.